Hey folks, Kevin here with Fabrk AI, and I'm back. This is the part 4 of creating a Trello agent in tools. If this is the first video you're watching for this, go back and check out the first 3 videos. This is the 4th one, so we're just going to jump right back in. So here we are at our Trello dashboard here, and we already built a function that creates a card. So this try card 3 we saw in video number 3 that it created this after a little bit of debugging that we had to do. So now, and I'm going to show you, this is the method right here. So we passed in a name and a description. One thing I just like to do just to kind of figure out what needs to happen kind of going forward for the AI and what the capabilities could be is like look at the API documentation to see what other stuff we can pass in. And so, you know, eventually this is very simple, right? This is just creating a card with a name and a description, but ultimately there's other stuff that you can pass in, like do complete, start, let's see, file source. That's probably going to be a good one, especially if you have like external file directory. Let's see here, ID members, right? So that's good. Labels, these are all good things. So just kind of thinking through what type of things we could do. And actually I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to edit this card, open card. And so, you know, you can add checklists, activity. I'm assuming the activity is like auto-generated, so probably can't really mess with that. Members, labels, so this is all stuff we can do. Okay, so name and description is good right now. So that's awesome. So now we're going to create the tool method that's going to be passed into OpenAI's tool. Okay, so in the previous video I just copied over the code from this. I'm just going to select all. This was the code from this GitHub. I think this was GitHub create branch, and actually I started to flesh this out into the Trello card, and then stopped because I realized that I needed to create the function first. So so let's just update this with the information that we need. So name and description, list ID, yeah, we need that. Token, that's going to be credentials, which I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. So this is, we have list ID, so we have name, we have description, and then the token's not going to be passed in here. I'll show you what's going to happen with that in a second. All right, so, and then this is not AI create branch, this is AI create Trello card. Okay, Trello card, great. And I think what we'll do, this is create card. And I'm going to rename this just because it's an exported function. It's going to get confusing. Whoops. I'm going to call it create Trello card, just so, because I'm not sure if someone else comes along or more specifically probably me later say what's this create card thing, and so create Trello card is a better name for this function. So anyway, so that's that, and here we go. All right, so this doesn't like that. So connection ID, it needs a token instead. All right, and this is a way to get the credentials. So we have the agent tool and we need the token. So there's a way to create credentials. This was the way that we attached a connection ID, which is like an OAuth thing. This is more like API key type of thing. And so I can't remember exactly how I did this. So I'm just going to search for it. Credentials find. Unique credentials. I'm going to see where this is. Final references. Coding tools. Here we go. Okay. So this was the E2B tool, and basically this method right here gets the credentials by the agent or company, and then you pass in the agent ID, the client ID, and the company ID, and it'll pop out credentials for you. So and then it returns all the credentials, so you still have to know like what the key is. So it's like key value pairs. So I'm just going to copy this over here to this, and don't worry, this is a little bit confusing right now. I'm going to show you kind of how this works. I'm going to side screen this, make this go away, and we're going to do this too. This needs to come over. Okay, And I think if we just do metadata here, we can do it that way. I like that. All right, credentials not found. So this is an important little bit of code right here. So when you create a tool, I'm just gonna kill this so it's a little bit bigger. When you create a tool, this is the method right here, this AI create Trello card, that's actually going to be passed in to OpenAI. So this is like the standard kind of tool calling function right here. And what you should think about when you're creating tools is you should pass in the information that's gonna help the UI, help the user figure out what needs to happen, right? So this is credentials not found. To add credentials, please go to the agent's configuration and add your, I'm just gonna say Trello token as, what should we call this? We should call this like Trello token. And then this is not great, right? This is going to require the user to do that to create the exact Trello token. And so, you know, I think there needs to be UI fix for this where, you know, for example, each tool has a, you know, specified token or, you know, credentials that it's looking for. Anyway, that's for another day, but this is kind of how it works right now. So essentially what's happening here, I'm just going to talk through this, is you can add credentials on the front end. Maybe I'll just show you how to do that. So if you click on your agent here, Trello, there's a credentials tab. There we go. And we're going to add credentials. So this is perfect. We're going to do it on the fly. So Trello token is here. And then we're going to grab the here it is, the token. And I'm going to show either in this video or at a later video how you get this token. But essentially, it's that. Save that. To get that token is the power-ups, I guess it's called. So you go and you find the Fabrk power up. You can also create your own one of these. And then you grab this is the token from that power up. So basically it gives Fabrk the ability to interact with your Trello account, you know, and do all the things from an API perspective. So, so that's that. We needed the Trello token. So let's see, is that correct? Trello token, yeah, I just copied and paste that. Okay, create Trello card. So this is not like in this because there's a bunch of stuff we don't need here. So, but we do need name, actually the params. So we're just gonna pass the params in like that. And then this also wants, what else does it want? Expression is not callable. Oh, because maybe I named them the same thing. Yeah, I did. We're going to call this type or params. Okay. And, oh, that's weird. No. Okay. And create Trello card. There we go. All right. And then this token is we're going to just rename this token. This is that credential, which we just talked about. Okay. You don't like you, huh? All right, we'll just say string. Okay. And I think that's it. So we need the list ID, the token, and name description. Perfect. And then we're stringifying the response. Let's see, that's going to be this. So again, I like to see what's going to be passed back. You know, like, do we need all this? I'm thinking maybe we just need the short URL. Or no, yeah, we'll do URL. And so we're just going to do return response.name. Description, and then we're going to do card ID, and then we're going to do URL. Not short, we want the long one. It's the long one called URL. Okay. See, it's crazy that Copilot just got that all for me. So, okay. And then this was create Trello card params. That is 2, and then this is not this. Okay, so this is, it's like, yeah, there we go. Create the Trello card. Perfect.